Let's go back to the beginning and make up our family tree. We'll have our chance then.
Bonsoir Jason.
Bonsoir.
Merci d'accepter Merci d'accepter cette interview pour la Gazette. Voilà, j'ai quelques petites questions. Tu es de passage à Maurice pour tourner ton clip. Pourquoi avoir choisi de le tourner ici?
So Jason, so you're here in Mauritius to shoot your video clip of Chasing Love. Why did you choose Mauritius to shoot it here?
Well, in fact, as you can see, I'm not at this particular age. I'm actually 33, not 85 years old. But to answer your question, why Mauritius? So I wrote a song, and it's about the question of being able to imagine if we were able to recreate our family tree. So basically, I met Island music label, Damien, and he wanted to basically recreate through my song a film clip that shows the story of Mauritius, you know. And for me, I found that really interesting because I wanted to be a part of something that in fact tells the story of my roots, you know. I'm from Australia, I'm born in Australia, but both my parents are Mauritian, born. And in fact, it's always intrigued me about our Creole story and our you know, the history behind Mauritius and the you know, how now in these days we all live together as far as like many different races. But you know, obviously if we rewind the clock back, there has been a story that's maybe has been neglected or very touchy subject, you know. So I think with the help of Damien's vision with Island Music Label, and then obviously with the amazing crew of AVS, we're trying to recreate a story through my song which fits perfectly. So that's why we're in Mauritius.
Ok. Un album, c'est souvent l'aboutissement d'une histoire. Quelle est celle de Chasing Love et quel a été le fil conducteur?
So, you know, an album is often the reason of a story or a reason of your life which make you write the song. So what about Chasing Love? What is the reason why you wrote it, and how did you write it?
In fact, yeah, you're right. I believe that too. Like many artists that I listen to, I love listening to albums because I feel like it's a snapshot of their life at that present time, and then you move on and you make your next snapshot, you know. So why my album is entitled Chasing Love? Because Chasing Love was the first song I wrote, which inspired me to make an album, you know, with the same message. So I guess the message is very much about love, heartbreaking love. It's about new love, lost love, and it's just you know, I guess an amazing experience when you finish an album. You know? The song Chasing Love came to me very, very instant. It was the melody that came first. I remember I was shopping with my kids and I hear them in the background, and I took my iPhone out and I was singing the melody, and it was, look, just very much one of those songs that I felt had a deep message, you know. To further explain, Chasing Love is about my family, basically. You know, my family is very much a family that's not normal in these day and age, or not normal to a lot of people. A lot of people can't understand. But my parents, they're not together. They've split years ago, and they've now met new people, and those people have come into their lives, and it's very much an accepting family. You know, I have kids, and you know, my dad's got now his stepdaughter, and it's just everyone is together, and it's just we're creating our family tree from the beginning. You know, yeah. Regarding trouble or hate or where we've come from, right now it's just what we're doing is chasing love.
So say that. That's good.
Cet album marque-t-il une évolution dans votre approche et votre style musical?
So is that album an evolution for you in your everyday life and also in your musical style?
Yeah. I like this question because this album is very much an evolution for me personally, as a musician, as an artist. My musical career started more as a musician supporting other artists on drums and on backing vocals. And this album for me really represents, I guess, all the musical styles that I love. And I love earthy and rich sounds. So, which is why in 2016 I decided to just create an album with organic sounds, if you know what I mean, real instruments, you know, because music is going very much computer technology and, you know, clubby music. I didn't want to chase the trend. I wanted to just write songs that people can relate to, people can sing along to, and many different styles. You know, through my album, it touches ballad, touches mainstream, it touches reggae, touches hip hop, soul. You know, and I want to blur my vision as an artist is to be known as a world music artist, because really that's what I believe I am, because I'm very much still connected to my roots, which is Mauritius, and anything got to do with 6/8, Sega, Sege, African, that's in my blood first, and then comes melody and production. So yeah, it's very much an evolution for me.
Ok. Comment décris-tu ta musique? Pourquoi avoir choisi la musique?
So how do you describe your own music and why did you choose music in your life?
My life.
To do your work?
I think music chose me in my life personally, because I guess growing up for me it was very much a game of cat and mouse between music and football, or soccer as we call it in Australia. From a young age I was always playing drums, watching my dad play drums and sing in bands, and at the same time I was very passionate about football, and I was very, I could say, love it, and I was good at it. I had to make a decision. I had to, and I remember when that decision was made, it was probably around 16, 17 years old, where I had to like really step back from the football career, and then start my musical journey, you know. So that's why I feel like music chose me, because I don't feel I made that choice. I feel like it was something overcome yourself, something overcomes you, and you just have to do it. So I've been doing it since that age. Like I said, I've been supporting artists on drums and singing, backing vocals, and that was my main role for a long time, until I slowly come out of my shell and sang lead songs, you know.
Ok. Choix, hein. Vous avez participé à la version australienne de The Factor en 2014. Que retenez-vous de cette expérience?
Comment?
Il y a un cause du vous, un cause du.
No, it's not that. So you participate in the X Factor of Australia.
Yeah.
So what is the experience you still keep and you still bring with you all the time?
All the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my experience on X Factor in 2014 was very personal one for me because, I was one of an artist like many in the world that maybe don't believe too much in those shows, fabricated TV shows. But I felt like I needed a challenge personally to go on something like this and I guess grow as an artist, if I didn't do X Factor, then I wouldn't have done my album because then I wouldn't have been able to see myself as a solo artist, I've always been a part of bands and sometimes that's a great thing to learn how to be and work together with people in a band. That's a great thing. But then when you do that for a long time, you also become dependent on other people. So now I'm at this stage where I've created my own music label. I produce and I created my own album because of a show like X Factor, And then in Australia, being able to be on a TV for 9 weeks in a row is a big deal because Australia's got millions and millions of people, and it's been great, People I guess recognize me still from that show. It's 2016 now, and they recognize my dreads. It's not white normally, by the way. But I'm here doing my clip for Chasing Love, and I'm creating a scene where I'm 85 years old, so that's why I look like this.
Ok. Quelles sont tes plus grosses influences musicales?
So what is your biggest influence musically? Yeah, who influenced you or what influenced you?
I think my biggest musical influence would have to be a genre, and I hate personally putting music in a genre, in boxes. I hate this. I think music is music, I love music from all around the world. But if I had to choose a genre, it's soul music, and I'm talking about soul music from back in the day, American singers, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, and then Motown, the whole Motown era, I was listening to that a lot. Earth, Wind and Fire. Stevie Wonder is a big musical influence for me. I got to meet him last year in America through Red Foo, my mentor on X Factor. So that was an amazing experience, meeting Stevie Wonder for 20 minutes, talking to him. Stuff like that changes your life and inspires your next move, in music. And yeah, I would have to say soul and I guess reggae music and reggae artists and like legends like Bob Marley. It's just like his lyrics and it's just amazing. Lyrics and melody still living today. It's just, so anyone with that kind of influence on the world is, I would say, is a big influence on me.
Comment percevez-vous l'évolution de la scène musicale locale?
So how do you see the evolution of music? How do you see the evolution of the local music?
In Mauritius.
In Mauritius, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I've been visiting Mauritius for a long time, maybe 14 times since a young kid. It's only in the last 3 visits to Mauritius that I've come to realize how much talent there is, in this little island. There's so many great artists. Like the list goes on. There's really cool stuff going on. Like I got to meet a guy named Zulu and do a song with him, collaborate. There's people with amazing voices, Lindsay Blackwood. There's groups like OSB. There's Moravan, L'Esprit Ravan. There's upcoming groups, Marinois. It's just, the list goes on, and it's just, you don't have to look far for talent in Mauritius, and musicians, So I've been working with a group called Authentic Groove and an artist called Lynn. I featured on their album this year, and this also has opened many doors for me in Mauritius. So I feel like I'm ready now to come back to Mauritius with my own album and collaborate more with artists here, in 2017.
Vous avez donc déjà collaboré avec des artistes locaux comme Lindsay, Bagbot et Zulu. Quel serait l'artiste avec lequel vous aimeriez travailler ou faire un duo?
So you already collaborate with a lot of artists, Mauritian artists,
Yeah.
and you, like for example, Lindsay, Bagbot, and Zulu. Who's that next artist, the singer?
To collaborate with?
Yeah, to collaborate with, like
Yeah.
a duo maybe.
So I mean, I have had an amazing experience collaborating with the likes of Lindsay and Zulu here in Mauritius. I also collaborated not long ago with Lynn and Authentic Groove. So these guys have put out an album this year called Rencontre, and I'm very much across the whole album in the sense of percussion, backing vocals, and the featuring as well. So that was definitely a highlight of this year for me. What's coming up as far as another featuring, I feel like I am working with Lindsay Bagbot again on her new project, but I feel like I would love to create my own album now and do it very much for the local market and have people feature on my album. I feel like that's the stage where I'm at the moment. So there's nothing on the cards as far as me featuring on other people's music. I very much feel like I'm ready to put out an album and have other people feature on my album.
Vos projets, un concert à l'île Maurice est-il prévu?
So what about your projects? Do you have any concert in Mauritius soon planned?
Yeah. So this trip in Mauritius, it's October 2016. Was very much for my film clip Chasing Love. I aspire to come back in 26th of November. I hear there's it's festival season then, end of November, December. There's Paul Louis by Light, there's Festival Creole, and all these things I'm going to be a part of. But we are planning a concert where I get to present my project here in Mauritius. It's been a great year having my album out in Mauritius, because it's very much a personal experience for me, my album, because it's through my label, it's independent music. So to be accepted in a country far away from your home is beautiful, and then I call Mauritius home now. I love it. So yeah, I will be back for some concerts.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you.
Mon anglais.
Let's go back to the beginning and make up our family tree. We'll have our chance then to start all over again. We'll create it together, a boulevard of dreams, dancing under street lights, there for all to see. 'Cause these days, trouble finds its way back home. Even dark clouds arrive in our love songs. In these times, fear is forced into young minds. But still we're chasing love. If we go back to the beginning and make up our family tree, and from these branches we'll follow every dream. Now so much world is wasted behind the silver screens, ruining every chance that we may have to see. 'Cause these days, trouble finds its way back home. Even dark clouds around songs. In these times, fear is forced into young minds, but still we're chasing, love. And dark clouds, they are taking over our souls. And these times, since it's getting out of control, and were we both chasing the love right from the start, and kept it wondering who we are. These days, trouble finds its way back home. Even dark clouds arrive in our love songs. In these times, fear is forced into young minds, but still we're chasing. In these days, trouble finds its way back home. Even dark clouds arrive in our love songs. These times, fear is forced into your minds, but still we're chasing. But still we're chasing. But still we're chasing love. Let's go back to the beginning and make up our family tree.